that the beggars on the street, and again, to reiterate, the beggars, not the baseliners, because baseliners are not beggars. Baseliners create value, okay? Whatever you want to take that value. If you make people laugh, if you do a card trick, if you juggle, if you write, if you at least smile and pretend to tell them something you made up, don't just put your hands in your head and, whine. And definitely the thing that annoys me worse than the alcoholism, and it's probably better just be laying there drunk if that's your shtick. But the spite that comes out of the begging, Thanksgiving Day, for example, begging for a beer, people walk by, they don't pay attention to them. Oh, really? Well, give me a turkey-tasted beer. Turkey flavor. In other words, an attack, a childish, spiteful attack on someone they were just trying to sweeten up to and ask them something from. And that shows immaturity and just a mean streak. And it doesn't, it should not be rewarded. I have to stop.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I gotta wind it up after about every 50 feet.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. I'm not in a rush. Oh, you can, you just keep stopping. I'm only walking ahead to get a wider shot, so
That's right.
do whatever you gotta do.
Well, walking is kind of a controlled fall, so I'd be going a lot faster. You know what I mean? If I would just let go and roll.
Yeah.
Up, you should hear me. You could record it going up. I'd be screaming.
Yeah.
So I can go a little fast going all the way down. This is the difference. Someone gave me this. It's maybe about 5 days now. And a girl with a staff, right? Someone had given it to her. And so I had a cane at the time.
Yeah.
And I really didn't think I was a staff guy. I've always thought of myself really more as a cane guy.
Yeah.
Actually more as a sprinter.
Yeah.
But watch this woman, she just may hit the accelerator. Make sure she's looking. And she's Hey, in New York, they read while they drive.
Yeah.
So that really puts texting to shame. When you're turning pages, hey folks, have a good long holiday. Tall people rule the world. They do.
Tall people?
Tall people rule the world. You know why?
Why?
Because they're in all the good meetings. The short people with all the good ideas get left outside so that the tall people can dice them into what they need.
Okay. So how did you end up, what do you, okay, so I met you a couple days ago.
Yeah.
And you were hanging out at Haight Masonic in front of the Magnolia Brewing Company.
Correct.
And tell me a little bit about your background here. What are you doing there? What do you do? Who are you?
Oh, well, right now, I'm pitching books there. I'm trying to sell The American Homeless Companion. And my name is Dan Neel, N-E-E-L. I'm a writer, career writer. I was a journalist for 2 decades, technology and oncology, which I still dabble with a bit. Figured I'd write about it before it starts writing about me. And have been working on The American Homeless Companion now for a year. I came out into Baseline in February of 2014. Sure.
What is Baseline?
Baseline is the state of zero status. It's not only a location, catch my breath.
Yeah, go ahead.
But it's also a way of mind. Baseline is a state of complete zero status at a state of dense now. And we can talk about what dense now is.
Dense now?
Yeah, dense now.
Okay.
Dense now is the benchmark state of baseline economics,
Okay.
which is essentially a state of zero time. In other words, the removal of clocks and calendaring. So dense now you'll hear come up in a lot of different terms in baseline economics when it comes to satisfaction. Each of these levels, satisfaction being an unattainable level in a sense, pegged to the experience in dense now. Otherwise it doesn't happen. It's handed to you in pieces.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna suggest we sit up here.
Let's do it. It's a beautiful day in San Francisco.
It is the place where dreams are tried on for size. I got to give a nod to Rob Morris on that one. And anyone who cares not to have to do the research on that, then just credit me completely.
This is perfect.
This looks a little more painful than it is. But this is everything I own in the world. I find that remarkable. It's incredibly liberating. So when we, let's talk about body language.
All right.
So when we talk about the beggars at Baseline, those are the people like doing this. Now, how gratifying is that? What are you thinking when you're doing this? What's going through your head? Things suck, they suck. I mean, how gratifying is being unhappy, let alone satisfied, which we talk about at Baseline as being an attainable state. Satisfaction, again, is attainable through a state of baseline economics and existence in dense now. So I'm going to catch my voice.
Yeah, go ahead. No rush.
And now walk you through each one of those concepts and bookmark them against where they are in the book.
Cool. And are these the two things you wanted to talk about today?
Yeah, what I was thinking about we could talk about in terms of the broadest strokes across the books would be basically what baseline economics is, which answers a lot of the basic questions about baseline, which cover it all. It's very simple. It's a very simple philosophy.
I'd be interested to know, as a background to it, how you came to the idea and why you're choosing to involve yourself in it or whatever.
Oh, well, I'm going to have to wet my whistle. I'm just getting over a cold.
Go ahead.
You can cut this out. I'd keep it in.
I'm going to keep it in, if that's good with you.
I'd absolutely keep it in. Your thinking is great. Google the movie Beer Saved the World. It's great. It's an actual movie. It's a documentary.
Okay.
I wish I'd thought about it. Actually, I wish I'd had the original ideas for Star Wars, but... Alright, so where were we?
I'm just going to get a quick pan. You catch your breath.
Sure, thanks. I needed that one.
Yeah, go ahead. What's the name of it? We're in the Panhandle here, right?
Yeah, so this is the Panhandle. So really, we're in the middle right now of upper haight baseline community. So, and that consists of everything that would be all the way down to the furthest eastern side of the Panhandle.
Yeah.
And then all the way up to the front of Golden Gate Park, to the west, into the water, and then about 2 blocks south and north of the Panhandle and Waller Street.
Gotcha.
So this is Upper Haight. It's the best example of baseline.
So hold on one second. I'm going to put my phone... I'm going to need to do something real quick before we continue.